And what we saw was this unfolding of Web 1, Web 2, Web 3. And to kind of like talk about that quickly, Web 1 being this internet where we can all read from, moving into the internet that we were all contributing to with social media and things like that. And then we're seeing this Web 3 unlock, which is bringing in the element of ownership. And so we saw in the beginning that like, okay, we need to get the protocols right. We need to get the kind of like the primitives that we can put together, and so that other developers can build on top of them. And so
Mm-hmm.
we focused on three kind of dimensions of that. One was privacy, so working with end-to-end encryption and making sure that we're completely working in zero knowledge, which to us meant data that's either in transit or data that's at rest or data that's being processed all had to be within a zero knowledge context, meaning that no information was being leaked other than any supporting metadata, things like that. So that was the first one, privacy. And then the second was consent. Um, and of course, these always had sort of as a human right. So privacy as a human right.
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
Consent. What you can do with my data. Consent as a human right.
Yep.
And then the third aspect of that was ownership, meaning that it is a type of property, that it does have value, that it can be exchanged,
Mm-hmm.
and so the ability to transact with data as a human right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
those
I
were the three dimensions.
that makes so much sense. I love
Yeah,
the Zcash campaign around privacy is normal, because I think
yeah,
that some people, especially in Web 2, have the tendency to be like, well, I don't really care that they're spying on me. I'm not doing anything
mm,
wrong. What
mm,
does it matter? And there is this, we sort of need to get back to those kind of intrinsic roots that we all sort of have, that there are certain things that are human rights, that are just sort of inherent rights of being human. And those
yeah.
three things that you just mentioned are part of that, I would say.